So I'm just gonna get right to it and say, last night I got in a car accident. uh, don't worry, the damage isn't too bad, and obviously I'm fine. I'm just more bummed than anything else about it. I guess I wasn't kidding when I said I was gonna end January 2025 with a bang, was I? Quite literally. In spite of that, though, yesterday was still a pretty darn great day. I'm being serious. Honestly, if yesterday taught me anything, there's always going to be a risk to whatever it is that I do. But if I don't take those risks, I'll never know what's going to become of them. So, yeah, I'm bummed I got in a car accident last night, but I'm not letting that affect the fact that yesterday was pretty great, because I set out what I wanted to do. So there, I just gave you my low and my high right there. The low is obviously the car accident, and the high is, doing the things I set out to do, which I'll be getting into momentarily. What's my act of kindness? What is my act of kindness? Technically by doing what I did last night, I supported not one, not two, but 3 local places. So, yeah, I did that. So, for those of you wondering what I wanted to do, is yesterday I went back to Laurentide Beer Company in Penn Yan to see not just any country music artist, but it was the first country music artist I went to go see live. Her name is Claudiahoyser. And if you don't know much about her, I mean, obviously she's a country music star, like I just said. She's from upstate New York. If I recall correctly, she's from like the Rochester, Buffalo area. And fun fact, she even has a coffee brand. Yeah, you can actually get the coffee at top supermarkets. So, needless to say, in terms of like, as far as upstate New York is concerned, that woman is a hero and an iconic figure in her own right. So I went to go see her perform. And not only did I have a really great time at it, but I listened to some of her music. I listened to some of her music on the way up to get me motivated. I would have liked for her to have done Call It Out, but considering how packed Laurentide Beer Company was, and considering that there's not really much of an open area for line dancing, I couldn't really do it. I mean, it's fine. I know it sounds silly, but I actually drove like an hour to get to Laurentide, stayed for an hour, and then headed back. That took an hour. And for the record, it was on my way back that I got in the car accident, so at least nothing happened on the way up there. So not only did I listen to see Claudia live, but she also performed some of the new songs she's been working on, including my new favorite song of hers called Girl in Blue. And it's called Girl in Blue, and the best part is, not only is this song on Spotify and wherever you get your music from, but the music video for Girl in Blue is going to be coming out, I believe, next Friday. So I'm definitely going to check it out when I get the chance. So after that, well, obviously I got in the car accident, and I went to my folks' place and saw my dad, talked it over. Here's the thing. I really couldn't tell you where. I couldn't tell you like by the name where specifically I was. I can definitely show you. I can definitely show someone where. Basically, it's the kind of road where, like the back roads to get from Penn Yan back to Big Flats is actually very like windy and undulating. Like I never get car sick. I was getting car sick. On top of all that, it was the one part of the entire ride back home where it was slick, and because it was so dark and a little bit foggy, I couldn't quite see where I needed to turn. And yeah, that's what, basically I skid past something. And that's what I hit. Again, nothing major happened. I mean, obviously I'm still here. It's just I'm more bummed about than anything else. So I went to see my dad for a little bit. Then I went to, Nick's for dinner. That plus I need to eat my stress away. And ran to the owner of Nick's. Been a while since I'd seen her. Also, I gotta say, like, I mean, I'm sure I said this at least once before, but I gotta talk about how great the wings at Nick's are. Nick's Pub and Grill in Horseheads in Hanover Square. So yeah, just promote and support local. Like, they're in my top 3. These are in my top 3 wings. They're that good. Highly recommend them. Here's the thing. Like, I get a combo platter, and I make sure I get ranch with that and blue cheese. And the blue cheese is so I have extra blue cheese for my wings. So I just use ranch on everything else. Which, because it's on a Friday, and I only have, as of now, 4 Fridays until Lent starts, my combo platter is going to consist of chicken fries, chicken fingers, and onion rings. Yeah, again, I can't have meat on Fridays when Lent starts. So I gotta get as much meat in as I can. So, between the chicken fingers, chicken fries, and the chicken wings, yeah, I was good. So, as I was at Nick's, I learned that Blue-Eyed Soul was going to be playing at Patrick's. Which, Patrick's I should put on the color list at some point. I mean, technically it already is, I just got to go one more time to make a post about it. But it's there, it's on the list. So with that said, like, Blue-Eyed Soul was another band I added to, like, I had started seeing last year, but I added them to my bucket list this year. Same as claudiahoyser. Basically, I checked not one, but 2 boxes off of my 2025 bucket list last night. I saw claudiahoyser and I saw Blue-Eyed Soul. And I had a great time. When I got to Patrick's, there were some people I ran into. You guys know who you are. And it cheered me up from a little bit from how bummed I was feeling. So, yeah, it was a great day. And I really couldn't think of a more perfect way to end January 2025, which, as of now, makes it the best 18 months of my life. I'm being serious. I mean, actually, hold on. Let me get my, yeah, obviously it's a month in retrospective, but I plan on doing this a little bit differently this year. Here we go. So, of the 31 days in January, I've had 5 truly great ones, which is fine. You know, it doesn't sound like much, but that's like Actually, hold on, let me do some math here. Luckily, my computer has a calculator function. Okay, so I believe it'd be 500 divided by 31. Yeah, I got like 16%. You know, that's good for like. I mean, that's not to say the rest of the month was bad either. It's just, you know, the daily grind, mundane stuff. Nothing extraordinary happened. That's not a bad thing. That's just how it worked. So, I mean, on January 12th, I first went to Laurentide to see the Bills Backroads game, which, remember, Laurentide Beer Company is a Bills backer bar, and I went to see a Bills game. I mean, come on, that's awesome. Also, I remember that my mom made a recipe called chicken parmesan soup with the salad, rolls, roast chicken with mashed potatoes, gravy, and her chocolate chip cookie pie. But again, that day I crossed off the first item off my bucket list. On Saturday, the 18th, I went to watch a wrestling tournament to see some friends of mine's kids wrestle. And Horseheads overall, I think, did very well. Crossed another item off my bucket list for 2025. And on the 25th, I went to my first scat and sketty that year. The sketty was delicious and the scat was really competitive. I almost wanted scat. Got to make my garlic bread, which I have a note here. May consider making a third loaf because people keep snacking on it. Yeah, I was one hand away from winning scat. Easily the hardest I laughed this year so far. And the best part is I had a lot of fun with the best people that I know. Well, some of the very best people I know. And then the next day, I went to Latitude 42 Tap House, which had just become an official Bills backer bar, to watch the Bills-Chiefs game, which the Bills lost, sadly. Sadly, there really wasn't that big of a crowd, and the Bills lost. But I'm still glad I went, because, again, you know, if I don't take these risks, I'm not going to know, you know, what happens. And sometimes, yeah, you're going to get stuff like Latitude 42 not having a big crowd for this particular game, or, again, last night the car accident I had. But if it wasn't, but I guess that's just sort of the whole yin-yang of it all. You know, at some point I'm going to have some major problems like what happened last night. But that's okay, because at the end, as bummed out as I am that it happened, I can't let that ruin my day because I set out doing the things I wanted to do. So that's awesome. On top of all that, I was able to add another check mark to the watch a Bills game at a Buffalo Bills backer bar item on my 2025 bucket list. And then there was last night, January 31st. You know, I saw Claudia I saw Blue-Eyed Soul. Ran into some people. And I checked off not one, but 2 items off of my bucket list. And here's the thing about Blue-Eyed Soul. Like, Blue-Eyed Soul I was going to see tonight at Illegal. And I still plan on doing it, but now I get to see him twice in a row. That's awesome. Like, it's only February 1st, and it's already going to be a good day. Especially when in less than an hour, The Last Stand, which is an ice cream shop on a Ridge Road in Horseheads, is going to have National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. So yeah, I'm going to have ice cream for breakfast this morning. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited for that. In fact, as soon as this video gets uploaded, that's what I'm heading to next. I mean, again, The Last Stand doesn't open up until 8 o'clock, and It's not even 5 after 7, so I've got time. Like, between National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day today and Blue Eyed Soul playing tonight, I can already tell you I'm going to add another item to my best days of 2025 list. Easily. So, honestly, in spite of what happened, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, yeah, I'm bummed about last night, sure. But, and yeah, I'm going to be thinking about it for a while. But I have to acknowledge that there are bad things that are just going to happen. And you got to roll with it. And honestly, the most important part is I got into a car accident that involved me skidding and hitting something. Or actually was scraping by something. It could have been a lot worse. On top of that, I'm still here. Like, I'm alive to be able to make this video. That's very important, actually. So, yeah. I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. Just a little bummed, and it's definitely going to be a while before I travel that road again. But I can't say I'm letting that ruin how I'm feeling at the moment. You know, again, I did the things I said I was going to do, and I did that. I mean, 2024 had similar results. Obviously, there wasn't a car accident involved. But I think between last year and this year, specifically this time of year, it's going to involve me trying to be in that mindset of what I said earlier. If I don't take risks and go out, then I'm never going to know what happens. You know, I'm at that age now in my life where, you know, I need to be able to do a lot and, you know, go out and do things. Otherwise, you know what? It's FOMO. It's literally FOMO. It's fear of missing out. It is FOMO. That's what it's FOMO. It is. So, in trying to not have FOMO, I gotta have a YOLO personality to some regard. And, yeah, I'd say in spite of what happened last night, it's working out pretty well. So was yesterday perfect? No. Was a pretty darn great day I'll remember that I'll remember come December 31st, 2025? Yes. Yes, it was. So, yeah, I end January 2025 with 5 really great days. I can't be upset about it. And I can now say it's been the best 18 months of my life. And listen, obviously getting into actions isn't going to be a regular thing. Of course it won't. And yeah, I'm going to be bummed out for a while, but I did the things I set out to do. And I'm okay with that. It's as simple as that. So, I hope everyone had a great January of 2025. The State of My Being address will be coming up soon. Thankfully, though, it's going to be 12 days from now, the February 12th. Actually, it'll be 11 days from now. So I think enough time will have passed for me to, actually come to think of it, now I got to worry about what I did, not just in January, but also December, November, and a little bit of October. Actually, come to think of it, when did I do the last samurai? You know what? It was in November when I did the last samurai being addressed, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Huh. I'll be damned. Well, there's still a lot I gotta think about. But for now, I can say I'm happy. I hope y'all like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow on social media. As always, I'm very home to this video for all you guys watching. Enjoy the video. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Oh, happy Saturday, folks. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always be here to let me know you're back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby. Time to get myself some ice cream for breakfast.